Ladies first.
Ladies first. Overall impressions from today?
I thought, we're getting better, and that's the key thing. We're moving in the direction. We break it into thirds, and I mean, we're a lot better than when we came, when we started January 8th. But again, they know. The toughest it's on is the freshmen, the newbies. They're trying to figure, one, the game out, and two, they're trying to figure us out. But overall, I'm pleased where we are. We're getting better each day, and I tell you what, it's going to be interesting to see where we end up, because potentially this could be an outstanding team, and we still got a couple kids we're waiting on.
Yeah, talk about how you're handling the coaching the hitters.
Oh, I mean I'm not sure exactly what you mean. Is that because Casey's gone?
Right. Yeah.
Oh, well, again, we talked every day. I mean, all of us. Scott, Corey, Casey, and I. Talked every day about the hitting and what we were going to do. So everybody was on the same page. The nice thing about Casey was his availability. I mean, Corey is a student going to school. Scotty's doing a lot of the paperwork. So it was nice to have one person. Now we kind of rearranged all our schedules so that we can have them having the same opportunities. But I mean, we're teaching the same things. Casey was phenomenal. He was patient and he was a good listener. So I mean, you lose one aspect there. But as far as the teaching of what we're trying to do, it's the same philosophy. It's the same mechanics.
What did you see from Whitney today?
We see that she's got a chance to be a hell of a shortstop. The hitting part of it is nice because she's barreling more balls. She clearly is a very improved athlete. Considering we start with her in right field, and now she's our starting shortstop. If we go tomorrow, she's going to be there, and she's earned that. It's not something we're giving to her. She has just gone out and worked her tail off, and boy, she just knows I have a lot of work. I mean, if you saw the pregame that we did at the beginning, she's got the ground ball ethic, work ethic on the ground balls, and she's one left and right. And boy, I tell you what, I'm very proud of how hard she's working to be the best shortstop.
What's the latest on Fagan and Bogart's recoveries?
Again, they're moving right along. I'd say that they're ahead of schedule, but again, that's a Dr. Andrews, and there's nobody better than him. So when he feels they're ready, he'll release them. But I tell you, they are working really hard so that they can be out here. They haven't missed a practice. They're out here doing all of their rehab stuff. They're taking ground balls when if we can get them in there. They're in the cage, swinging under Lana, because there's certain things they still can't do. But the idea of getting more and more into it. I teased them today, grab a helmet, I need some pinch runners, and boy, they're both ready to go.
What, having done what you did last year, how has that changed the atmosphere, so to speak?
I think that all it's done is understand that the expectation's a lot easier and a lot more attainable than before. Before it's never been done. Now that it's happened, now they can believe that they can do this every year. I mean, we're not hoping to get to Oklahoma City. We're expecting to get to Oklahoma City. We're expecting to go out there and play for that national championship. They also understand that with expectations come a lot of hard work and a commitment. But it's got to be done between the lines. It's got to be done at practices. Great teams got to be great all the time. You can't turn greatness on and off. So these are the things that they now know. They've tasted the Oklahoma City fever, and that's where every team in the country wants to be. And I like what we're doing right now to get there.
Do you see this team feeling any pressure from reaching that pinnacle last year and having to try and reach that again, or are they hungry to reach it again?
I think they're hungry. I mean, pressure is self-imposed. I mean, if somebody's feeling pressure, it's because they're putting it on themselves. And again, that's a little bit of human nature, but we as coaches, if we're teaching the things that we need to be teaching as far as how to handle life and how to handle all these things, and again, we've got a lot of things going on that are trying to help them in all aspects, and that's just one of them. And again, it is a process that we're constantly working on and we're getting better at.
How much stronger do you think you'll be, or more consistent, I guess, pitching this season?
I mean, you got a chance to see. I thought Lexi struggled a little bit today, but Marcy was rock on. Kaylee was probably the best that I've seen her, and Michaela, only threw 4 pitches in 1 inning. You have those, and then Rachel has the tie run at the plate and comes in and closes the door. So it is that kind of a mentality. I think that the way Corey's going to be using the pitchers, you're going to see a staff. You're going to see the left-handers coming in to pitch the left-handers because Rachel's tough on them, especially when she's got that curveball working, and then you got the other two, Kaylee and Marcy, they can go in 2 directions, up and down. So, and Michaela's just nasty down. And she's got a good change. So, and Lexi, when she gets it going again, is going to be up, down, and in and out. She's a spot pitcher. Not going to overpower anybody, but boy, when she's got that control, she can hit those spots.
You were adamant about after the season about stadium expansion to get more seats, and they've certainly done that. Just what are your thoughts of just what's here already and the continued plans?
Well, we need more seats because we are sold out. We've already got 2 standing room only games left. 2 against Florida and 3 sold. Standing room only for 2 Florida and 1 Texas A&M. We've got that whole section. That's 600 plus seats over there, and we've already sold all those. So this is the only. This is the only section up here at third base that we have any seats left. And we do have some others, and there will be, but this is great. And Jay and Meredith just did a great job of getting this in here. But we need to look at a permanent expansion and have a stadium that'll hold 2,500 kids or 100 people.
How many total can you seat now?
Just right at seat just under 2,000 with standing room only, probably about 2,200.
With the outfield having the most turnover last year, how has that come along, and is Vic and Maddie the ones you're looking to put in there?
Well, Vic is in center field. Mm-hmm. She's been waiting a long time to get her shot. And she's a little bit different than what Morgan is, a little faster, probably throws a little better. But she lacks the inexperience, that experience, that Morgan had. So she's just got to play. And I think she's going to be a great asset. She gets on the bases, she's dynamic. She's the fastest kid we got, and boy, she can really scoot. And right field with Maddie, Maddie has come on. We took her from first base and stuck her out there, and she's learning how to play. She's really doing a good job at the plate. So we're looking for that right field spot that somebody can throw and cover some grounds. But again, we have two freshmen, Morgan Padani and Bree Fornes. Both of those guys you're going to see. Because of the fact that they're faster than they're outfielders. So, late in ball games, if Maddie was the one of those 2 guys would probably be in. But the other 2 are saying, hey, listen, Coach, I'm going to be your right fielder. That's the mentality. Maddie might have it on paper right now, but we're going to show and prove to you. Morgan led off the game with a home run, so that wasn't too bad. So, that's the competition that we have, and it's one of those things that we just really like to see as coaches.
When you got All-Americans returning, how important is their leadership and the fact that they've done so much already?
Well, that's good, and that's one of the reasons why it's shortstop. You're between Carasoni and Cooper, two All-Americans that know how to play the game, so their conversations with each other really help the 2 new shortstops that we have. So, you're going to see the All-Americans 1, 2, 3. We want them to get the at-bats, and then we've got 4, 5, and 6 that are not going to be too bad, and 7, 8, and 9 I think are going to be pretty exciting. So it's going to be nice that we can put 9 legitimate hitters out there that are going to be able to do some things and have some strengths and give us some options.
Coach, how have the players responded to Casey?
Oh boy, I tell you what, they were excited. How many times do you see a softball coach, a volunteer softball coach, go to the big leagues? For a guy, sorry, Dana, this is a dream come true. I wanted to coach in the big leagues. Never made it easy. It is just such a great opportunity, and it's a perfect job for him. He is a coordinator of Major League Baseball stuff. And boy, he's got his finger in everything. In the dugout, behind the scenes, the meetings, and as I'm speaking more of a dad. I mean, I'm just really proud. I mean, to have that opportunity, and it's so awesome to say, "What's your son doing?" He coaches in the big leagues. I mean, that's kind of a neat thing. But again, he is so good at his job. He's so cerebral that he was a great choice by Andy Green.